And hello there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to this special Minecraft live stream. We are here today to do a special presentation. Yes, it may sound weird, but it's time to do it, quite honestly. We are here today to do a special presentation of the Mark VI Industrial Smelter. So, I'm going to take a drink of water here. My throat is feeling just a touch itchy. There we go. And so, oh, there we go. Put my foot next to something I accidentally left under my desk. I was dusting out my part of my machine earlier, so silly me. So now I'm going to go ahead and do this little number. Bring up these bad boys. That way we can go ahead and have that stuff go on. I hope everybody is having a good day. This stream will be available on YouTube. So if you're watching on YouTube, welcome. If you're watching here on Twitch, thank you also. Make sure you hit, if you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're following here on Twitch, please make sure you hit that follow button for future live streams. So, yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and hit my unpause button. Made sure to save my game before I showed the presentation. I do just want you to know that I very deliberately have gotten supplies here in my inventory for any problems that might come up. Now, before we get to the tour, let me turn around here. Here it is, the Mark VI Smelter. Yes, this is it. This little thing that you see right here, this is the smelter itself. It is a biggin. The official title that I have got for my smelter here is, it is called the Multi-Item, High Storage and Processing Capacity, Simultaneous Operation Industrial Smelter Mark VI, codenamed Big Boy. And let me tell you, this thing is a big boy. It is huge. It is ginormous. It is in all likelihood going to be the largest smelter that I will have ever produced because of its sheer size. You can see all the way down there. They're just above the diagonal part of my crosshair. You can see the fencing that I got on the other side, which of course this leads to right down here. I hate it when I have to jump up to be able to get back on the fence. So, with this smelter, we are going to do a complete tour. Now, many months ago, about almost 7 months ago now, we did a presentation of the Mark V, the Challenger smelter, the predecessor to this smelter. And so, like that one, we are going to do a tour. And so I'm going to show you this machine, this ginormous machine that I've built. And we are going to do a complete operation of this device, meaning we are going to actually do as if I were using it in regular service. Of course, this is going to be the first time that I'm going to be firing this whole thing up. There have been times where I fired, parts of the smelter, i.e. this side over here. This is the cobblestone side over there. And so, there have been times where I fired up just, one side. Or since the 4 blocks on this side, there's 1, 2, and then on the other side 3 and 4, I've fired up one of those individually. But this is going to be the first time that all blocks, all 128 furnaces, that's right, 128 furnaces, are going to be all lit up simultaneously. So, do bear in mind that there are probably still a few glitches in this smelter, and so that's, as I said, that's why I've got these supplies right here on me. That way we can be ready for any stubbing of toes that occurs. So let's go ahead and get along with the actual presentation, shall we? So here we are. We're on the main smelt level. This is the grand hall, as I call it. We got the first and second blocks. You know, these refer to the blocks of furnaces. They're very deliberately broken up. And then we've got right here, of course, this is the control space, where we have all the necessary control runs to command every aspect of the smelter. The smelter can literally, with a few flicks of these switches, I can literally fire the whole thing up, start it up, have it smelt, and shut down. Then, of course, we have the third and fourth blocks. And, of course, this leads directly here into the main mine shaft. That was one aesthetic that I haven't done previously. Because usually when I've had my smelters, I've usually had whatever access. We'll just pretend that this was the access, come down from the surface. And then, the smelter would be either behind the surface access or would be off to one side or the other. This is the first time I've had where I have to literally either walk through the smelter, or in this case, I'll show you guys right down here, travel under the smelter to be able to get to the mine shaft. So we've sort of gotten a little bit of that out of the way. So let's see. As I recall, yes, yeah, these mine carts are ready to go. So, oopsies. Come on, boy. Of course, your buddy isn't. I always seem to forget about that. So here is the top of the input station, or at least from the mine input for the rail systems. Basically, I got this set up to where we can have the 3 imports. So now what I'm doing, yeah, you know what I need, guys? I need a button. Fortunately, I have a button. So what this guy will do is he'll... Oh, come on, dude. He'll go there. He'll trigger the circuit right there, which flips the switch, thus allowing me to... Come on, dude. Send his buddy along, and he'll go on to the other side. So, instead of doing this the hard way, let's do it the easy way. He has reported here to his station. And of course we've got the other necessary 2, plus several stations that come in from the smelter when I'm extracting unsmelted items. So that will be, we'll show off that here in a little bit. So anyway, those guys are busy making their deposits of cobblestone. I don't know why I was wanting to say stone brick. You can't, well, you can smelt stone brick. You just won't get it looking like this. So this right here, guys, this is the manual input station. So basically, these 2 hoppers with the chain of hoppers with the chests on top go on that side. And go over here on this side. Hello there, Mrs. Dansville. How are you doing? I was glad to be part of your stream earlier. I'm doing fairly well, thank you. This is the Mark VI presentation stream for my industrial smelter. So, and then this guy right here, one goes to the one hopper. I was getting my words mixed up, but that's not new. One hopper goes this way, the other goes that way. And of course, all these guys feed up here to this marvelous part of the smelter. This is the item sorter. So, this right here, this little bit of redstoning, this is stopper before the item sorter. That way we can, if I realize, if I have to make adjustments to the smelter, well, if you're doing good, Mrs. Danville, that's good. That's good. So anyway, if I ever have to make adjustments to the receiving part of the smelter, I can just go flick a switch and don't have to worry about unnecessary stuff getting thrown here into the item sorter. So as you guys can see, we got cobblestone, clay, sand, netherrack, gold, iron, coal lumps, coal blocks, and then right down here, you really can't see it because it's somewhat covered up. This is for food. And since I didn't want to have to waste resources trying to, install filters for, like beef and chicken and mutton and all that, I just figured just go ahead and make it a general purpose. So that's part of the reason why we've got the stopper right up there for the filter system. And then, so we will schmooze on down here. As you guys can see, here are the results. With the exception of the cobblestone, which, as you can see, is flowing through, they get to go through their own thing. So, because it's a little more convenient, although it does waste metal with hoppers. But for the other guys, they all get a little bit of more expedited service. As you can see, each has their own minecart. And so they go to various stations. What would be a good one to take through? Let's take up the travels for sand and clay and netherrack. So, as you can see, they have a little bit of a journey to go through. It is a little lengthy, I will admit, but as you can see, these guys come to some special terminals. They one goes for each. One of the, let's see, this one should be sand. So this one's going to be netherrack. This right here is going to be clay, and then due to the arrangements and construction of the smelter, and we've got a similar setup for iron, gold, and food over there. We'll pass by on our way back. But this right here, this is a thing for special smelting. This is going to be for, like, smelting down armor on this side. And that's just one particular scenario. We'll cheat. Here we go. So here we go. This is where the iron and gold will go. Here's where the food goes, and then this, I've actually got this loaded up for clay blocks. I want to have used some stained clay in future construction. And then, of course, there's food right there, so they just go across. And now for coal, both the coal lumps and the coal blocks, they have their own little special deal. So, I'll bring you guys right over here. Here are their depositing stations. It leads to this. This is the Central Coal Depot. So basically where I can use however much I need to have done. I can come in, pick up either blocks of coal, or coal lumps, pick up whichever I need, and then, of course, fill up the appropriate mine carts, as you guys can see. And then either from the control room downstairs or with these buttons that I've included for manual processing, can distribute the coal to the needed section. Now, while we're here, I'll show you guys the distribution system. So, as you can see, we've got these stations right here. This is where the raw materials, when they come up from the stations up above, they will come down and essentially flow from one minecart to another. So, let's go ahead and let's fire some of those bad boys up. So, just so that we're gonna turn that off. That way, for anybody who is listening on headphones, we don't blow their ears out. So, let's see. We're looking for. I want to make sure I fire up the right one. I think we need to go to the other side. Here we go. Let's see. See, we want main iron store, main netherrack store, main clay store. We'll also fire up the cobblestone side, even though we had gotten there. And then there's that. So, that way we can have that stuff start to come through. So hopefully, come on, there we go. So hopefully we should be able to see. Yeah, like I said, this thing's still kind of fidgety. And that's of course due in part to how large this thing is. So let's go here. Come back here, you silly minecart. Come back! You are so silly! Just stop. Stop. Deliver. Thank you. Yeah, like I said, this is probably still somewhat fidgety. See, I hope sand and clay are busy doing their thing. Yeah, I see a rogue minecart running along. Back, boy. Back. Ah! Here it is, being a complete stupid thingy. Stay! Stay! You're not gonna... God! Like I said, I knew this thing was gonna be fidgety. We just might have to do things. Did the clay... I forget. Did the clay minecart ever get over there? It must have. I must not have been paying attention. Alright, so we'll finish dealing with the netherrack here in a bit. So let's go back and go back here to the iron and show you what the system is supposed to be doing. So, as you see, you know, the ions come in. So now this station is essentially ready to go. So when I throw the appropriate lever for the iron, basically it'll turn on the circuit. It'll start to distribute the coal. Not the coal. Well, coal will get distributed evenly. So what'll happen is it'll go through across the hoppers, come down, and into the appropriate furnaces. Alright? So we've sort of covered one side of the smelter. Let's go over here to the cobblestone. So, as you can see, the minecart, similar sort of thing. They got a four minecart system. There goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So basically, they go. What happens is come on, I can hop over this. Ah, I hate when I do that. So basically, what happens, because of the minecarts, I don't want to get them all messed up. Basically, they get through the hopper line comes through, and on the two sides, and as you guys can see, it's flowing through the cobblestone will distribute to the various hoppers. We've got hoppers right here, and you can actually see some of the redstone right there. It turns on the track, and so what'll happen is that it'll get distributed and then flow over here to the main storage. Now, I think I said this, that this smelter is what I call operationally complete, meaning that all the redstone systems are technically in place, and all the related redstone and related systems are in place, and can have the automated process do its thing. Although, as I've said, I have to deal with the fidgetiness of things, and that's something that I'm going to have to work on. But it essentially works. Yep. It's coming back up here. Now, one of the features I do got with this smelter is, and I want to say this before I forget, is that I can launch the guys that are the non-cobblestone guys, all those, direct from here simultaneously with yet another flick of a lever. So, I need to get myself back to where I was. I am completely going to the wrong thingy. Help, help, Orange, help yourself. There we go. Oh, excuse me. So now, of course, with all the efforts, let's go ahead and start to get things ready. I'll do a little more explaining of things, but we need to get the fuel ready. So we'll just go ahead and do this manually. So again, this is one of those cases where I thought it would be a good idea to have the fuel station here have manual buttons so that I could dispatch the fuel proper. And as you saw, those guys, they've come back right quick. You can see the cobblestone minecarts doing their things there. Did you? Oh, I did dispatch you guys. How silly of me. Get those guys dispatched. And so all this explanation I've done is to bring all the right materials to the right spot at the right time here in the furnaces. And of course, we also have to worry about the extraction. So, I've got these sophisticated item extraction systems, as you can see. They were done by Nanoracks. I will make sure for the YouTube video up on YouTube when this gets uploaded there to include a link to his item dispensing design, because I'm not that good at redstone, as you guys already saw with the netherrack. So I've got 4 of these terminals, because each side of the block, each smelter block, each side has their own extraction system. That way I can save time and resources, especially resources. So now, let's go double check the netherrack and the clay. See, netherrack is still being a pain in the derriere. And this should be food over here. Yep. Oh, wait. That's not food. That's... Yeah. That's clay. That's special smelt 2 right there. So, let's see here, boys and girls. We can actually go shut down. I am going the wrong way. That does not get me to where I want to go. There we go. So let's see here. I want to shut down clay main store, netherrack main store, and iron main store. We'll keep the cobble system running. And then, let's see. I want to make sure I do the right lever here. I know it's here. Am I looking? I'm probably looking at the wrong side. Aha! There we go. So flick that. Also turn on our delivery stops, because what these guys do is they stop those stations I was just talking about from automatically dispensing their stuff. So by having these guys flicked on, they won't disperse. So, netherrack. Let's go worry about the netherrack, since that was being such a pain in the posterior. We should be able to quite easily get up to it this way right here. There are many ways around this smelter. Aha! Here you are. So, do I have enough inventory space? Oh, just barely. That's one of the. This is one of the things I'm going to have to worry about. Is another modification to the smelter. The smelter has a modification rating of 6.26, meaning this is no longer the basically it's not the original prototype, because the prototype I just designed in creative just to help me get a feeling of the design. So make sure we make the correct deposit. Here we go. There we go. That is all ready. So the smelter, in theory at least, is ready to do its grand thing. So I'm just going to give these mine carts here a chance to go so I can safely hop across. Let's take a look. We are more than ready. So, I'm going to turn my sound back on, so I apologize for any who are using headphones, because it's probably just about to get loud as heck. But, you guys, I want to let you guys hear a special thing on this thing. So, we got all our stuff distributed. So, what we're now going to do, go to the right side. Let's see, we need iron, food, netherrack, and clay. So that is actually going to turn on, as you can see, it has turned on the actual dispensing system. Oh, you see it just ticked up. So basically what's happening, I wanted to go in there, I was like, that's not going to do me any good. Oh, it's raining outside. Capital. So, in a second now, there it is. So, as I was explaining earlier, they literally go around and around. Oh, hello, boys. Like I said, this is a loud smelter. Enough. Darn it. It's not thunder booming. I thought I could, What in the heck is gold doing there? I guess I must have forgotten to clean that gold out. Silly tree! Silly tree! We'll just take the gold and we'll I'll check it into one of my chests. I'll check it into this guy right here. I'll deal with him later. Actually, we could probably use it later, but not right now. But yeah, like I said, this is going to be a loud smelter, so it's now time for the thing we want to do. So now, let's see. We want to turn on site fuels. So those guys are turned on. Then we want C fuel 1, and where's the, that's dev 1, C fuel 2. So now, let me make sure I look up the, let's see, it should be, yeah, it's this bad boy. So we're going to flick this guy right here in a sec. But first, we need to turn on the alert system. That's right, I have got an alert system. So basically, the chimes I got going on is to say, hey, the smelter is active. Like I said, there's still some things that need to be fixed. And as you can hear, the delivery system downstairs is going haywire. No. Yeah, unfortunately, I still need to worry about a few fixings on this thing, so there's that. Yeah, like I said, there's still a few wrinkles that need to be ironed out in this thing, so whoop, there we go. There's the missing one for the netherrack, so we'll what? This guy didn't get fuel at all! I wonder if it's something because I broke the system. Did I break the system? That guy's loaded, so somewhere... I'm going to turn off sound. It's going to drive me up the wall. So somewhere... we're going to have to do... Let's see... I'm going to need to let's first identify where the right circuit. So, C fuel delivery 2. Now we need to figure out where I broke the system. So, careful here. So, need to look in the right place. It's going to be right here. It's this guy right here. So, somewhere, he is not working proper. I need to get myself around to the right area. I'm just wondering where I might have done... Oh my lord, I just done goofed again. Be warned, there will be some goofing. Alright. So. Let's see, that's part of this. God, this is the technical part of the presentation, guys. I hope I'm doing following the right part of the circuit. Alright, we're in the... Oh boy. Tell you what, guys, I will problem solve this later. I'll just go manually fix it. So, yes, I'll problem solve it later. This is one of those things where I don't want to have you guys worry about, oh, what in the heck is Orange doing? So I will clear up my hotbar. Go pick up the stuff. I apologize about this, guys. Like I said, I thought I had more of the wrinkles plotted out than I thought I did. I must have done goof. Once again, I have done goofed. And so we'll also turn off the smelter. Oh my god. Even those guys down there didn't get their right amount of fuel. Darn it. I'm going to have to go make sure I turn off the cobblestone, so we'll do that as soon as I finish getting all this fuel dispensed. Don't worry, I'll be able to figure out where all the problems are. Let's see. As there are times where I wish the stuff would do what I want it to do, and exactly the way I want it, but with this smelter, it's just increased in complexity, and so it kind of boggles my mind, truth be told. And I'm the one who's built it. So now, let's go ahead and let's see, we're going to turn off head of cobble. Also turn off all the fuel, which I've been meaning to turn off. There we go. All those guys are turned off. We'll keep the guys that are dispensing. We'll keep them on rotation so that they can do their thing. Yeah, so much to worry about. Oh, look at that. Due to the way, of course, I didn't have as much iron as I could have, so didn't mean to do that. That's for sure. Move those torches out of the way. Let's just take a peek around here. Like I said, this is going to be a full service on the smelter. Full service operation. Looks like I'm going to have to... We're going to have a little bit of a mess up here on the smelter, at least. Like I said, not all the kinks haven't been worked out. So it looks like we can definitely turn off iron. So iron off. We'll leave food running, but we'll also turn off netherrack and clay. Turn off those guys. See, rest of cobbles, that should all be where I want them, so let's go ahead. I'll show you the rest of the cobble system. The part earlier in the stream where didn't want to go venturing up too early. Alright, so we should, here they are. We got two right there. Oh boy, we got a boo-boo. I'm going to have to return back on. Let's see here. Let's get these guys shunted down. Come on, boys. Do what I want you to do. There we go. Get that guy shunted right there. Shunt that guy right there. We can actually turn our sound back on. Shouldn't be too much more noisy right now. So, what we want, yeah, here, this guy needs to be back at the other end. So what I'm gonna do, we go return on the rest of cobble, head of, rest of, yeah, like I said, this is definitely a very noisy smelter. a lot more noisy than the Mark V. I actually had to cut down on some of my design elements that I'd prototyped. Unfortunately, I couldn't do all of what I wanted. Come on! Go down! 'Cause I can't turn on the head of the system, and there we go. So now, we of course got a filling problem for the cobblestone. So, I'm just going to go ahead and drop, let's use one of these guys. That way we can just keep the, there's that. He's come back, so we can go turn off the rest of cobble. So now, what we need to do, oh, get there. Alright, we need to take a look-see here at these guys. So, you've got a decent amount. Let's see here. You are completely empty. So this is one of the problems, of course. Of course, I got my pick on me. All these guys. God, I left the cobblestone system up and running for so long that I completely drained the minecarts. Well, let's go take a look-see at this dude. He'll benefit. So, let's see. Let me move my pick over here to my other hand. That way I can get into stuff. So, let's see here. There we go. So I'm basically going about refilling the smelter in as much as I can fill it. So, let's go top side. We'll go around the mine input system. Start to distribute the cobblestone back into the system. And in the meantime, we're going to go refill the other 3 minecarts. So that is going to be a lot of work, fortunately. It's one of these parts of the system to where we actually have to kind of do it like that. So I'll just fill up my inventory from this guy and then top him off. Up, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. I need to go down. Yeah, this is one of those things where if you're not paying attention, you can make more work for yourself. Yeah, like I said, this was going to be a complete showing of how I'd run my stuff. So we need another half inventory, and then another full inventory. Well, most of an inventory. Yeah. Go get what you need, Orange. Should have enough right here to be able to fill up one of the mine carts quite easily. There we go. Let's see, how are we doing on here? This bad boy is being filled up. Don't worry, we'll we'll have things worked out evenly. Once again, I am going the wrong direction. Doi. So fill this bad boy up, or finish filling him up. And we're gonna go get some more cobble, of course, and we'll finish filling up that dude. Whatever's left over will get thrown back into the item sorter, and then we can finish taking a look at how the other parts of the smelter are doing. So we'll pick up these bad boys, then we'll take out something like that. And it'll be nice and even. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yay! Alright, time to go back and finish filling that one guy up. Like I said, this is a lot of the back stuff that I do with these smelters, and like I said, I've already, as we've already seen, we've already got some stuff to worry about to fix. But then again, that was anticipated. When I presented the Mark V, I knew the challenges of that particular smelter, and this is the first complete firing of this particular smelter. So we will toss in all our cobblestone. There we go. And we'll go back downstairs and see how the cobblestone silo is doing. So make sure to stop off at the right place. I'll completely drain both of these guys to half capacity. Wait. I think I've done goofed. Up. Doi. I saw that I was goofing up. I done goofed. Didn't I install a better way to get up there? Yes, I did. Oh, wait. Or did I? Nah, this is the long way. The long, wrong... Well, we can do it like this. Doi! We'll finish filling this guy up. He'll, of course... Oh, boy. We'll put a pair like that. A pair like that. So now we need to go all the way downstairs. Huh. Of course, we need to worry about this. So, as you guys can see, these guys, of course, emptied out their loads. So we'll just give them a nice push. And look at that! They go racing down the slope. Right back to their station. So I'm glad that these guys are working just the way they should. So now... Well, we can go ahead and order these guys shut down. So let's see. Where is bell stop? That's right, I got a bell stop. That way we can shut off the bell whenever the smelter is getting shut down. So now we're going to begin the long, arduous task of checking out the smelter, making sure that everything's smelted. I know that here for the netherrack there was a boo-boo somewhere, one of these furnaces. Huh. They all smelted off. Capital! It's looking like we shouldn't have too much trouble resetting these guys. We are looking good. All right. Yeah, it's going to be the cobblestone especially that is going to be something of a problem. See, iron wasn't really that full, so we don't have to really. Okay. What in the heck is still running? Part of the smelter is not operating. Oh, it's the food. Doi! Turn the food off. Alright, so now what you guys are going to get to see, we're going to actually use the return stations. Which is, hello there, I need to get you fixed. I thought you would have gotten back to your station. And I just remembered, why did I do things over there on the cobblestone the hard way when I could have just pressed the button? Alright, so let's just... God. Shows how familiar I am with this new smelter design. Such a radical change for me in some ways. Oh, that's right, we have to manually extract the system, from the system, the unneeded material. Fortunately, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Fortunately, it's not going to be as much of a problem of returning the material. So now, let's finish extracting. And this is literally a big jump. I've essentially gone from building, essentially, a small series of smelters, and in this case, this would be the equivalent of building the Titanic. It's essentially that. So all I need to do now is drop these guys off here into the minecart and press the button. And hopefully he should go to where he is needed. So we will head on up. We'll take this way. Go all the way up. And then, let's see, he should be coming up on this side, so... Oh, that's right. We got, the cobblestone still coming through. So, we'll go around here, check the backside. Aha! There he is, right there! See? So all he had to do is just report to his station. We'll go up and deposit, and good times, they're doing their thing. So now, we'll head back downstairs, all the way back downstairs. And we're going to have to deal with the hard but problem of the cobblestone. So, just so I actually better keep the thing. So we got tons of cobblestone to go through. So we're going to again do a similar process and empty out the smelter here. And here in a moment we will dispatch all the reclaimed cobblestone to the, oh boy, that guy is full. Or was he? Was I looking at the right one? No. So, go around. I wish I'd been able to retain the, walks through, but I had to install the circuit there. So I thought, well, I'll just have to live with it. Oh, hello there, little pretty kitty. Hi. You want out, don't you? All right, my cat wants out. He got himself under my bed because he likes to hide there. So there you go. He got to get out. There we go. Now, one of the rules that I've always had for my smelters is, let me get the right conjugation going, is accessibility. It is something that I have found is very, very helpful. Just to be able to go from one part of the smelter to another with minimal interference. And in the case of like the redstoning, I didn't want to have to really worry in most part about it because once I got it established, you know, I can leave it be. Unfortunately, with the one side, with the third thingy there, it's obviously not doing its stuff right. Alright, so there's that. Oh boy. Looks like we might be able to finish this. Ah! Silly, silly me! That. Push you there. Alright. Yes, you are hearing lava. Oh. Hopefully we should be able to start to see. Oh boy, this is lopsided. It's starting to get a little lopsided here, boys and girls. Go up and around. Alright, so now what we gotta do, go the easy way. Go the easy way! So we'll evenly divide between these two guys for right now. There we go. And so now we go back over here to this side. There we go. Alright, there's... pick up those boys. 10... yeah, just continue to pick up all the cobblestone. Up, push the right. There we go. So once we get this all picked up, we'll go to the other end of the smelter, and then clear out the main stuff. We'll clear out all the furnaces. Now I bet you might be wondering, Orange, why not just leave the cobblestone where it is? And I got an honest answer for that. It's called OCD. So now we proceed with the continued draining of the smelter. So that is why I go to all the effort. This way, in this way, it actually does serve a little bit of a purpose. That one's count is off. definitely. For a moment I thought I saw something strange there. One of those things you see out of the corner of your eye and it's not what you think it is. Continue to work our way down. Alright, so before we do anything, I'll drop off some of the cobblestone here, and we'll dispatch these two minecarts. This was input into the smelter to help make life easier. And I've done a little bit of testing with these guys, and they actually do what I want them to do. That way I don't have to make as many trips. Up to the top of the smelter, which is of course most of the reason why they're where they are. So somewhere I think we're gonna have an odd count. And don't worry, I'll OCD that off camera. But to help wrap up this video here shortly, we'll make sure to let's see. I will do a flip, and then I'll toss one of these bad boys out. I'll put them right there. That way my OCD will go haywire and say, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Oh, wait, that's right. So, I don't think the other guy is back yet, because of all the cobblestone. So let's check. Nah, he's not back. We're going to have to go up and do it manually. Don't worry. We know where to go. So yeah, this has been a very successful first test of the entire smelter. Wait a minute. Houston, we have a problem. I am not liking what I'm seeing. I am not liking it at all. See, this guy's reported. It's his buddy I need to go fetch. What is wrong with you? There should be a minecart right there. We will proceed thusly. Hello there. I'm wondering if he just ran out of oomph. Oh! That's why he didn't report. I obviously forgot to replace that track. So, that's where I'm going to have to OCD. There he is. He's doing his job now. Yay! So now we can finish going and getting the rest of the clay. Not the clay, the cobble. There! Silly orange. Yes, I keep referring to myself in the third tree. Now, if we had the item sorting system up and running, which we do not, as you can tell. Over there is where I plan to put it. Oh, is it thunderstorming? Please tell me it's thunderstorming. Darn it! This is where it would be, and I'll show you to tie up the video. We'll do that here in a moment. Let's see, where were we? Oh, there we go. Get that guy right. Get all these guys right here. Yeah, don't worry. I'll OCD the storage of the cobblestone storage off camera. as well as do the necessary maintenance to get this guy fixed and get all the stuff put in. So we'll go drop off the cobblestone, and then I'll show you guys the dispensing stations and what they're supposed to do. That's the thing, you can take multiple routes to get around in this smelter, and I like being able to do that. Of course, it's also easy to get lost. Yeah. Alright, so let's go all the way down. Wrong way. Let's take the easier way. Take the easy way. And then... Hello. Yeah, like I said, there are many ways around this smelter. And so, if that were, as I said, if the storage system were properly functioning, basically I wouldn't have had the regulators on, or I would release the regulators and then come in and, quickly unplace and replace the torches. That way the circuits would get triggered. And so, with those minecarts being either partly or completely full, they would then get dispatched down over here to these guys right here. And so these two over here are from this side of the smelter, and then these two guys right here come from the other side. And this is stuff direct from the mine shaft. This is like granite, obsidian if I mine any, and other stuff like that. Basically, they all get sorted out. Similar terminal. And then they all get sorted into these two guys, and they'll eventually be going into the item sorter, which will be a part of the base here. So I can finally start to get to working on my base. Yay! So, this has been, guys, the presentation of the Mark. I am a complete... What's it? Look at that! I forgot to replace this with stone brick. Oh my lord, I am such a... What's it? So guys, this has been the presentation of the Mark VI Industrial Smelter, code name Big Boy. Yes. And as you have seen, it is indeed a big boy. So, I would like to thank everybody for coming out. If you've been watching this on YouTube, I'd like to thank you. Please remember to leave a like and hit that subscribe button. If you've been watching on Twitch, please remember to hit that follow button. I hope you guys will join me tomorrow for the start of a new series I am going to be calling Age of Empires 2 Mondays. So that is going to be a thing. So I will hopefully see you guys in the next episode. So thank you all much, and I will see you next time.